Today we're revealing the best top 10 Netflix movies you can watch this holiday season. If you haven't seen all these holiday classics like A Christmas Story or Home Alone, it doesn't mean that the fun stops there. We all love Netflix for sure. It has everything you need to create a Christmas movie marathon. So just grab some hot chocolate, Christmas cookies, and let's start. Number 10, 48 Christmas Wishes. If you're looking for a family-friendly pick, this movie is a perfect match. This is an adventurous story about two elves who accidentally destroy a bag of Christmas wishes from a small town on the eve of Christmas Eve. But here is the biggest problem. If even one wish goes unfulfilled, Christmas could be extinguished forever. So, two junior elves, Mindy and Cam, has nothing to do but go on a huge risk. For the first time in their lives, they venture out of the North Pole and sneak into Minnesota to collect the lost wishes. Along the way, they meet one boy, Blake, whose father had died, and now his family has had a difficult time celebrating Christmas. The two young elves have only one more wish to find, but whose could it be? You definitely should watch this heartfelt movie and figure out if they save Christmas. Number 9, The Holiday Calendar. What time is it now? It's time to start opening those advent calendars. And in this movie, advent calendars can predict the future. I wish it was the same in real life. This is a story about Abby, an amateur photographer who inherits a magical advent calendar. What would you do if you had such a great tool to build your life? Well, it didn't take long for Abby to use this magic gift to get her dream job, bond with her family, and of course, maybe even find her love. You will love this movie if you really enjoy films filled with life lessons and some love drama. Number 8, A Christmas Prince. This story follows a reporter, Amber Moore, who goes undercover as a tutor to get the inside information on a playboy, Prince Richard. Amber hopes this case will lead to a big break, but everything goes not as planned. From the fact that the prince does not appear at the press conference to involvement in some kind of royal intrigue. Of course, Amber and the prince fall in love, and there are plenty of Christmas miracles along the way. This movie has a really interesting and catchy plot, and moreover, the movie is loosely based on the Duke of Duchess and Sussex's real-life romance. As you may have already guessed, the movie is filled with love, glitter, and shiny scenes. And if you really like the first film, there are two more films, A Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding, and A Christmas Prince, The Royal Baby. Number 7, A Very Merry Christmas. This one is really worth watching if you enjoy musical comedy specials. This one features the most famous faces, from George Clooney, Miley Cyrus, Chris Rock to Amy Poehler and Maya Rudolph, just to name a few. The show stars with Bill Murray, who is worried no one will show up for his Christmas special. You'll enjoy seeing your favorite stars acting Christmas classics like Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, and Silent Night. Number 6, The Christmas Chronicles. This is another story about saving Christmas. Santa's sleigh accidentally crashes, and this time, two kids, brother and sister instead of elves, are trying to help Santa save Christmas with his savvy, straight-talking Saint Nick. This movie features Kurt Russell as Santa Claus, adorable elves, reindeer, and plenty of other classic Christmas elements thrown in. This movie will make kids and adults laugh alike. So this can be considered as an amazing pick if you're looking for a family-friendly movie to watch. Number 5, Holiday Rush. This movie is really worth your time, as this is a really unique story about Rush Williams, a guy who works as a DJ and is quite successful and famous. His wife has died and he has 4 children who have written really pricey Christmas lists. But the biggest problem is that our successful radio DJ Rush Williams loses his job right before Christmas. And now he doesn't know how to make this holiday really good for his kids who are already expecting their gifts. This movie shows us that it's important to be grateful for your loved ones and remember that family has to band together, and remember that it's not what you have, but who you have. What movie are you adding to your holiday binge watch list? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Take 5 for more content like this. Speaking of which, let's get back to number 4, The Princess Switch. What is Christmas without watching movies about princes and princesses, right? So this is one about a soon-to-be princess who discovers that she has a twin, a baker from Chicago. It must be so cool to meet your twin. After the meeting, the two decide to concoct a plan to trade places for a few days. The movie's plot is really interesting, and of course things get complicated when they each find love while living as the other woman. Both girls are played by Vanessa Hudgens, and if you already watched every Hallmark Christmas movie available, this is the next best thing. shopping. Number 3. Santa Girl. Did you know that Santa has a daughter? Well, he does. So his daughter is not really into her family business and she decides to take a pass. And yes, she has magical powers. But this isn't the only issue. Santa tries to arrange a marriage between her and Jack Frost's son, which is not really okay for Santa Girl. To skip all of those things, she goes on an adventure on her own and opts to attend college for 1 semester, and instead enlisting the help of her close elf friend, Casey Claus. It's really interesting to watch an unusual girl explore the real world before heading back to the North Pole to fulfill her duties under her father. Number 2. Christmas Catch. This is a really funny and cool romantic comedy starring Lauren Holly. If you like detective films, this one is definitely worth watching. Mackenzie Mac Bennett has proven herself as a skilled woman of the law, and she has proven less than stellar when it comes to her dating life. She is kind of very unlucky in men, but everything changes when one day she meets Carson, a man with a handsome look and charming personality, and she quickly falls for him. However, there's a cold shower that awakes her from her crush as soon as this guy appears to be a suspect to investigate in a huge case. Carson Mills is suspected of being involved in a major jewelry theft, and Mackenzie agrees to do the stakeout, as well as begin dating Carson to keep tabs on him. But as we all know, you should divide your personal life from work, and Mackenzie finds herself bonding with Carson, and now she starts to hesitate. The plot is really interesting, and even though you understand that these two are meant to be together, it is really thrilling to know if Carson can prove to be the guy she's been waiting for. Number 1. Love Hard. This is a modern tale of a dating app match gone wrong, and guys, the plot is really cool. The movie tells us a story about Natalie, played by Nina Dobrev, who lives in LA and has made a career out of writing about her absolutely terrible love life for a cringe-worthy site. Natalie is super disappointed with all of the guys around her, and her friend decides to widen her dating app's search radius to include the whole country. Very soon, she matches with a guy who seems to be really nice and charming. After spending hours of communication, her long-distance digital boyfriend reveals he wishes Natalie would be there for Christmas. Being absolutely excited, Natalie travels across the country to meet the man of her dreams, but after coming there, she understands that she's being catfished as he doesn't look like the pictures he sent her. Shocked and surprised, Natalie decides to stay and represent herself and the guy's family as his girlfriend. But what's gonna happen next? If you're really searching for a list with amazing Christmas movies, we recommend you watch this video. See you in the next episode.